I am 35 and I'm definitely approaching that age that women start to face issues conceiving if they weren't facing any before. Hey guys, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. So it is I just came from that fertility appointment and I feel so overwhelmed right now. I'm just, so much is going through my mind. It's kind of like what I was talking about. I feel like even some of the things, I feel like I was already so anxious, and now getting all this new information and paperwork and stuff, I'm just feeling so overwhelmed. So they assigned me and hubby a series of tests, and like I told you, I didn't bring him along with this appointment because he would have just been sitting around anyway, so it would make sense for him to wait at home with the baby. But for next appointment, he should be there because that's going to be the appointment where we discuss, I guess, where we go from here. But all the in-between stuff is so tedious, and I should get my money raised. And I totally just forgot what it felt like to just go through this process. So bad to the point where it's like making me contemplate if I want to go through it all again and just trust the process and let God, handle it. I've been trying for a while now, and I know that there are a series of things that could possibly have hindered me. Well, the main thing being breastfeeding. That's honestly the only thing. However, talking to the fertility doctor, he stated that, yeah, this is a prime time for me to be here, to be there, if having more children is a part of my plan, because I am 35 and I'm definitely approaching that age that women start to face issues conceiving if they weren't facing any before. And sorry if y'all can see my steering wheel, and so if I have kids in the plans, it's a good time to check things out now. And all the tests that they want me to do are important, and I know they are. They're the ones that, especially, there are some that are covered. For the most part, majority of my tests are covered. I got a ton of sheets and information, and a lot of my tests are covered by our government. But there are, and I'm in Ontario, for those of you that are following my journey, my TTC journey, in Canada or anything like that. I'm in Ontario, and yeah, a lot of the tests are covered. There are only two tests that aren't covered, and those ones, one costs $50 and the other costs $150. And the histo, I don't know how you pronounce it. The HSG one is one that's not covered. That's another one in itself, because I'm gonna have to travel far out of the way to go to this clinic that does these tests, and I didn't look forward to that test. I'm so anxious. I'm so anxious and overwhelmed. Another thing that I'm a little overwhelmed with is just having to take time off work. I know he doesn't mind, but I hate putting him in that situation to have him be absent all the time, So it's just something that we're gonna have to talk about. So this is kind of this is just an update, fertility appointment update video. Yeah, that's what this is gonna be titled, I guess, because I'm giving you guys all the rundown of what they expect of me. I am going to be doing a round of blood work. Hubby has to do blood work, and I also have that bag to collect the specimen, the goods from him at home. The thing with that bag as well, is that when you collect, you have the option, I guess, to do it in office, and yeah, where they basically, I don't know if I have to go into the details of that, but yeah, the men are in a room with a porn mag. I think you guys know the gist. They basically set them up in a room in the clinics, I think, with scantily clad women, or there aren't any clothes, or you can just do it at home and bring it in. So I don't know, we opted to bring it in, and the thing with bringing it in is that it has to come in a certain time frame. It can't just be you can't, hubby works early in the morning, or goes to work early in the morning, so I can't just have him do his thing and then drop it off hours later. You have to drop it off within 45 minutes later. So that's another thing, and another thing that he's gonna have to take time off for. Debit? Thank you. You too. I am kind of in a hurry at the current moment because I have to go home to relieve hubby. He was home watching the kids, or not even so much the kids, but just the baby, because my eldest is currently not feeling very well. So the struggle would be having to have him take more time off work, which I don't want him to do. Honestly, counting up all the appointments combined so far, I feel like he'd have to take time off specific for his blood work. He'll have to take time off to come for that. I can drop off the specimen for him, but he'll have to take time off for, you know, a series of those other things. So I don't know. I feel like I'm just gonna go home, read a little bit, do something. Actually, there's a lot of things I have to do. I was just trying to think of myself to something I could do to just kind of unwind a little bit, because I feel just a tad bit overwhelmed right now, and something is like in me telling me to just go with the process, and I'm a little nervous that the process has already maxed itself out. It's no longer working for me, and I do maybe need this help because I've been trying for an entire year. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm just trying to figure stuff out. I literally just came from the appointment, and I've got a ton of sheets and stuff to go through. Hi guys, it is like 2 days later since the day that I started recording the beginning of this video, but I didn't realize that I didn't have an ending. The thing is, I came home and my house was full of sickies. All my kids are sick, and it's not just like some basic sickness, it's actually the flu, which I feel like I'm getting too. So it kind of threw me off, and I couldn't finish the video as planned. So I'm just kind of here to wrap it up for you guys. I feel like since I've been home, I think I left off letting you guys know that I was just feeling a bit overwhelmed, and I still feel like that, but I've had enough time to digest it, and I think I feel a lot better. Truth be told, in my mind, I think I still wanna, I'm just unsure, and I'm just like, do I really want to move forward? But it's so stupid, and I know some of you guys are probably kicking yourself. You're like, girl, go get yourself checked. We've all been on this journey with you for an entire year now, so I totally can understand from that perspective. Trust me, I know, I'm the one on the journey. Anyways, hubby and I talked, and I think we're both in agreement that we just want to move forward, and we want to go on with the process. It's going to be our new beginning. At the same token, I haven't jumped into the journey. Technically, I should have done that yesterday, like to get my blood work done. I didn't, and I was supposed to do it today, I said, and then I still postponed it. Yeah, I'm trying to just gather my bearings and just, I don't know. I feel like if anything is stressing me out, is this. Everyone thought I was stressed out about the actual TTC journey. And yes, it's frustrating not being pregnant after a whole year of trying, but at the same time, I find this to be more overwhelming. I don't know why. Maybe it's just my season of life with all the things that I'm doing. I'm so tired. All my kids are sick. I'm in school. I'm doing, and you know, and I've got my channel, like it's just like my little business that I'm doing. Yeah, you know, I homeschool. I'm doing a lot. Yeah, but at the same token, like, we know we want to move forward, and so I just have a lot on my plate, and perhaps that's what, here, you can have it. That's what's causing me to feel so stressed. But anyways, moving on to the next subject. So today I'm actually 7 days post ovulation, so give or take exactly when I ovulate. And oh my gosh, the angles and the lighting is just not, and the no makeup, oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm 7 days post ovulation, and so I did do my first live pregnancy test today by the time you guys are seeing this, because like I said, this video is here, I just didn't have the end footage put together. So now I have a bunch of videos lined up as I'm filming, as I'm going along for you guys. So by the time you guys see it, yeah, you kind of know what's going on. I'm just gonna roll with the punches. I'm just gonna go with the flow, and I'm not gonna stress myself out. But I'm also looking forward to my live pregnancy test, because this month I've been feeling a lot of symptoms, and my body definitely feels like its old self. There was a point in time where it just wasn't feeling like itself, and I was wondering if I was actually dealing with something else, which I will touch base in another video. We'll see. So, because it's just gonna throw this whole one off, but I was really, really concerned. And yeah, I think I'm happier with where I'm at, but it's still good to know what's going on with my body. Why is it that I haven't become pregnant this entire year of trying? And yeah, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you guys, for those of you that are on your journey, just keep the faith, don't give up. And I know talk is cheap, so I try not to always just say that, but just baby deaths to all of you. I hope that you get your big fat positive, especially when you least expect it. I feel like that's even more exciting, because when you're checking and checking and checking, it's harder and you do get disappointed for sure. But when it throws you off guard and it's such like positive news, like it's such a good feeling. So I hope that that happens for you guys, and baby deaths and fingers crossed for all of us on this journey. So yeah, I'm still nervous about that sonohistogram. I still am. Bye guys.